Me and you are like this today. Oh my, it's definitely, you'd have to take avocados.
Yeah.
Zendaya and Tom Holland are among the most famous couples in the world, and among the quietest. And that silence is the reason the relationship survived fame. In an industry obsessed with spectacle, Zendaya and Tom Holland became Hollywood's most admired couple by doing something completely different. And here's where it gets interesting.
My first meeting with Zendaya was very embarrassing, actually, for me.
No, definitely him in the sense that, like, I'm more shy and, like, kind of quiet, so it takes a little bit more to, like, pull me out of my shell.
Hello. So you're taller than Tom, and it became this thing, and I thought,
Whoa. Not that much taller. Let's just put this out there. Maybe like an inch or two at best.
okay.
It's not like, people say like, how did you guys kiss? It must have been so difficult.
It started with a ring. Zendaya steps onto the Golden Globes carpet in a copper-toned gown. Calm smile, and suddenly, everyone's zooming in. That rock on her finger wasn't subtle, and the internet lost its mind. Within hours, people and TMZ were running reports saying Tom Holland had proposed quietly at one of Zendaya's family homes over the holidays.
Zendaya had a massive ring on that finger. Her and her hubby, her boyfriend getting together.
Fiance now.
Fiance getting together.
Tom Holland. This ring she wore, oh my gosh. Like, definitely looks like an engagement ring,
Yeah,
right?
I mean...
No flashy setup, no announcement post, just silence. Then came the red carpet moment everyone was waiting for. A reporter asked Zendaya directly if the rumors were true. No speech, no denial, no confirmation. She smiled, shrugged, and moved on. That was it. And somehow, that small, almost throwaway reaction said more than 1,000 press releases ever could. In Hollywood, big moments usually turn into campaigns. Engagements become exclusives. Love turns into content. But Tom and Zendaya didn't play that game. They didn't rush to monetize the moment or invite cameras into it. They kept it where it started, off stage, untouched by the public. That restraint didn't weaken their image. It strengthened it. It showed comfort, confidence, and emotional security. Nothing to prove, nothing to sell. Just two people protecting something real. And this is where most Hollywood relationships usually crack.
Zendaya and I have been such a strong couple.
Yeah.
Is in the spirit of being able to relate with one another on something that is very, very unique.
Yeah, of course.
Both Zendaya and Tom Holland are at the absolute peak of fame, and they're only 28. Tom isn't just another superhero actor. He is Gen Z Spider-Man, the face of Marvel's biggest franchise, locked into global blockbusters that define pop culture. Zendaya, meanwhile, isn't just successful, she's dominant. Euphoria changed television. Dune made her part of a cinematic juggernaut, and Challengers proved she can carry films on her own terms. She's widely seen as the most powerful actress of her generation. At this level, fame usually creates imbalance. One career rises faster, one ego gets louder, schedules collide, attention multiplies, and suddenly the relationship becomes a competition instead of a partnership. But that never happened here. There's no visible power struggle, no insecurity, no need to outshine the other. Tom doesn't chase Zendaya's spotlight, and Zendaya doesn't diminish his success. They move like equals, even when the world treats them like icons. That balance matters, because when fame doesn't sit at the center of a relationship, it stops being a threat and becomes background noise. This is the exact point where most celebrity relationships collapse, and why theirs didn't. Now here's the part that really explains everything. Both of them use the same word when talking about their relationship. Sacred. Not cute, not fun, sacred. Zendaya said it plainly in her Elle interview. Parts of her life will always be public, but she still gets to choose what she shares. Loving someone to her isn't content. It's something you protect, something you experience privately without an audience watching every move. Tom echoed that exact mindset in his Hollywood Reporter interview. "We don't think that we owe it to anyone," he said. "It's our thing." That's not defiance. That's clarity. They drew the line early, before the noise got louder. before expectations formed. No oversharing, no performative affection, no branding their love into a storyline. Their relationship isn't something they present, it's something they live. And that's why it works. Zendaya and Tom Holland didn't start as a headline. They started as co-workers. They met back in 2016 on the set of Spider-Man: Homecoming, playing love interests on screen, while building something very different from it, a genuine friendship. For years, that's all it was. Friends, teammates, people who trusted each other long before romance ever entered the picture. Dating rumors followed them everywhere, and they shut them down every time. Publicly, consistently. They called it platonic, and not in a coy way, in a protective one. No teasing the audience, no feeding speculation. They let the story stay boring. That slow emotional buildup matters. When relationships grow quietly, without cameras or expectations, intimacy forms naturally. In 2021, paparazzi photos captured Zendaya and Tom kissing in a car while stopped at a red light. No announcement, no preparation, no consent. One moment between two people, suddenly everywhere. That was the world finding out, not them choosing to share. Tom later spoke about it in GQ, admitting how painful that loss of control was. A moment meant to belong only to them had been taken and distributed globally. Zendaya echoed that feeling, saying, "There are moments in love you wish could stay yours, because loving someone is sacred and not meant for public consumption." That's the emotional cost of fame that people rarely talk about. The way real love gets interrupted, exposed, flattened into cliques. And here's why this matters. They didn't go public as most couples do. Their relationship was revealed to them, not by them. And instead of reacting with damage control or overexposure, they pulled back even more, protecting what little control they had left over their own story. Zendaya and Tom Holland never gave fans a performance. There's no choreographed PDA, no conveniently timed paparazzi strolls, no relationship soft launches disguised as accidental posts. Scroll through their social media, and you won't find oversharing, couple branding, or intimate moments packaged for likes. What you do get are rare, intentional acknowledgments. Birthdays, career wins, moments that actually matter. And that's why this relationship doesn't attract cynicism. It attracts respect. The absence of spectacle makes every small moment feel earned. In a culture trained to doubt everything, Zendaya and Tom created something audiences instinctively trust by refusing to over-explain it. And when they do show up together, it's never loud, but it's always clear. It's in the details. The way Zendaya laughs at something Tom says off camera, the split-second glances during interviews, the calm, steady body language that doesn't need attention to feel real. One of the most shared moments wasn't even staged. Tom gently stepped between Zendaya and photographers, guiding her into a car without making a scene. Even a leaked photo of them holding hands at a friend's wedding sent social media into meltdown, not because it was dramatic, but because it felt genuine. Fans flooded timelines with the same reaction. Find someone who looks at you like this. That's the difference. Their love isn't written in captions or announcements. It's written on their faces, in how comfortable they seem, how present they are with each other. And that's why it resonates. Real affection doesn't need explaining. You either feel it, or you don't. This is where their dynamic quietly separates itself from the rest. When Zendaya was asked who had the most riz during a BuzzFeed interview, she didn't name a co-star or play it safe. She smiled and said, "Tom Holland." Not as a headline grab, just casually, like it was obvious. She talked about his natural charisma, how easily he connects with people, and how good he is at being present. No exaggeration, no performance, just pride.
I think someone who has beautiful charisma, not on the Dune cast, but I personally worked for me, is Mr. Tom Holland. But he's great at just like talking to people and getting to know people, and like you see him on talk shows and stuff like that. He's just naturally very good at that. Whereas for me, I've definitely had to like pull it out of me a little bit.
Tom returned that energy without hesitation. In his own BuzzFeed interview, he brushed off the idea of needing charisma at all. "I'm locked up, happy and in love," he said.
I have no riz whatsoever. I have limited riz. My brother Paddy has ultimate riz. I'm locked up, so I'm happy and in love, so I've got no need for riz.
That wasn't a flex. It was contentment. the kind that doesn't need approval. What stands out is the absence of competition. Zendaya's success doesn't threaten Tom, and Tom's fame doesn't crowd Zendaya. They speak about each other professionally, with respect, not comparison. No subtle digs, no insecurity masked as humor. And then there's this, a moment that quietly changed how people saw him. Tom Holland once explained why he rarely walks hand in hand with Zendaya on the red carpet. "It's not my moment," he said in Men's Health. If they walk together, the focus shifts to them as a couple. And when it's her premiere, her achievement, her night, he steps back. Literally. So instead of positioning himself front and center, he walks beside her. Or just behind. Present, supportive, but never competing for the frame. In an industry where couples often turn appearances into shared branding, that restraint feels almost radical. This isn't about disappearing. It's about awareness. Their relationship works not because it's perfect, but because it's protected. In an industry obsessed with exposure, they chose restraint, patience, and respect. That intention built trust, balance, and real love. That's why people root for them. What's your take? Drop it below, like, subscribe, more coming your way today now.